What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Do have a very nice play with a few other penny stocks to show you in today's video. Drop a quick like for me if you are enjoying this content. It does help me out, but this is a tiny $100 million market cap, currently trading around $6 with $560 to $600 million in revenue forecasted for 2024. Something really big here is they've already done $308 million for the first half of 2024, actually achieved net profitability for their last quarter that just came out. Looking at their historic financial performance year over year, in fiscal year 2020 achieved $108 million in revenue. This doubled the next year. 2 years later, from 2021 to 2023, this doubled again, or just almost doubled, as they did $358 million in revenue for fiscal year 2023. And this is almost expected to double for 2024, as they are predicting, $560 to $600 million in revenue for this year. Something they just recently completed is their premier manufacturing campus in Mexico, a 700,000 square foot campus with 2,000 employees, is a new vertically integrated facility in Mexico, which is driving huge margin improvements as well as revenue. And this is showing on their financials, as they were profitable, like I said, just in the last quarter that came out for the second quarter of 2024. Guys, this is one that completely took off and went parabolic after these financials came out. Down here you can see was trading at $3, spiked all the way to $7 as of right now. So make sure you watch this entire video, because I am also going to show you some bonus plays, including a $6 million valuation penny stock that just announced a definitive merger agreement valued just under $1 billion. You have to see this play among some other ones I will be showing near the end of the video. Make sure you have the notification bell turned on so you do not miss these very time sensitive plays that I am about to go over. The stock we want to talk about does have a very big catalyst, does have a very small 1 million share float, so is extremely volatile. Ticker GHSI, Guardian Health Science Inc. Now this is the one I did cover just a few days ago, or last week, that did declare a cash dividend of $5 per share. Now this means you would have to hold this one and be a record stockholder before September 9th, 2024. Actually, at least, I think a day or two before this September 9th deadline. And you could actually, to my understanding, could sell this one on September 9th in pre-market, and still be on record from my understanding of this. And that's how most dividends do work with these deadlines. Now, this is a special large dividend, so, some terms may be a little different. But ticker GHSI, I think a lot of sellers are gone. This is the same stock I did cover for a 100% gain. Did call this one at $9 or just around that. Did go all the way up to $21. Actually tanked and came all the way back down from this just recently, just hit a low of $11.02, it looks like, or just around $11, and is gaining some momentum. And we could see another potential squeeze as this deadline is getting closer. Is actually gaining some momentum today, trading at $12.87. So this is one on high watch. I think a lot of sellers are gone, and we do have real holders that are actually holding this for this dividend payment. A lot of sellers gone, and shorts could be forced to cover leading up to this deadline, and some buyers are waiting on the sideline to see if they can get in for cheaper. This one could potentially see another massive squeeze, like I said, leading up to this September 9th deadline and a few days before that. So is one on high watch, is gaining momentum, but this is on extreme watch with extreme volatility expected to happen over the next week. So next stock we want to talk about is extremely undervalued, in my honest opinion, at least fundamentally. Ticker RAIL, FreightCar America Inc. So right now they are sitting at a $135 million valuation, only have 18.8 outstanding shares, trading at $7.30 as of right now. Now looking at this chart right now, they have been in a massive uptrend, actually trading at $7.42 as of right now. Looking on the daily, has completely exploded. Basically has used that 200-day moving average as support, did not fall under this major support level, had a double bottom, it looks like, or just almost, and completely exploded after releasing their latest earnings and their massive forecast. So something you have to realize, looking at their previous revenue capabilities, or just looking quarter over quarter, they've already done well over $300 million in revenue for the first half of 2024. And the last few quarters, the 2 quarters before this, they actually lost money. And just this last quarter, profited $8.1 million, or just under $8.2 million in net income. Keep in mind, you always have 3 zeros to these numbers, but year over year growth has pretty much doubled a lot of these years. In 2020, did $108 million in revenue. This doubled almost to $203 million 2021, and this basically almost doubled again 2 years later for 2023. They're actually forecasting just around $600 million in revenue for fiscal year 2024, and they actually just started to achieve profitability at the same time. Their EPS did see a very nice jump. The earnings per share did go from negative 0.54 to positive 12 just this last quarter. Something to realize about this new premier plant they have. So not only is their revenue and margins aggressively expanding, their production capabilities are aggressively expanding, as well as demand continues to go out. It looks like they have over 10,000 cars completed since their inception. So this is a vertically integrated plant they just opened, and basically their business is they repair, build, and alter these rail cars as shown right here. If this one does hold over $8.12 or just around that on the chart, we could see a push all the way to $10 plus. Now with all this momentum and their aggressive growth, this one is extremely undervalued in my honest opinion. Ticker RAIL, FreightCar America Inc. Now they're actually just now getting into the tank car market, which is 20% of the entire rail car market, and they still have another 20% they can get into, and they are capturing around 10% of the 60% addressable market they are already in, a very large percentage. But just looking at this PR right here, this is very big because they have this new agreement, leverages FreightCar America's capabilities by adding tank car conversions to diversified offerings. They're getting into this 20% business that they've never really dived into yet, which is very big. They do have this optimized production capacity at the state-of-the-art manufacturing campus, which I just talked about, their new campus in Mexico, supporting large-scale multi-year projects. Each tank car will be upgraded to meet the latest federally mandated advancements, ensuring optimal safety, efficiency, and performance. Guys, just earlier in the month, ticker RAIL, a pure play manufacturer of high quality rail cars with a legacy of 120 plus years, proudly announces that it has entered into a multi-year agreement to convert tank cars to upgrade specifications. So the company's storied history includes a strong foundation, including deliveries of over 15,000 conversions and rebodied rail cars that have paved the way for this landmark agreement. So the company's storied history includes a strong foundation, including deliveries of over 15,000 conversions and rebodied rail cars that have paved the way for this landmark agreement. So this expansion alone into tank car conversions marks a key milestone in the company's ongoing efforts to diversify its product offerings while continuing to support its legacy and as well as meet customer needs. So they're basically, under this agreement, they are upgrading 1,000 existing tank cars, upgrading these to another type of tank cars over a 2-year period. This is big because there are a lot of new contracts I am expecting, because as part of a federally mandated program, all tank cars transporting certain hazardous and flammable liquids must be upgraded by 2029. So as part of a federally mandated program, all these outdated tank cars have to be upgraded by 2029 within the next 4 or 5 years. In turn, this will give this company a tremendous amount of business opportunity and new contracts, just like this big one they just secured as they just entered this business. As part of this PR, the CEO says he is excited to enter the tank car space, this new division they just got into, and already received this very new significant multi-year conversion order. Is really nice to see. Like I said, we are expecting a tremendous amount of opportunities. The video is getting way too long, so I do have one more stock I do want to talk about. Ticker VVPR, VivoPower International PLC, trading at $1.81, actually is completely tanking today, going down. Timbo ELV, a subsidiary of NASDAQ listed VivoPower International PLC, ticker VVPR, executes a definitive business combination agreement with CCTS for a combined enterprise value of $904 million. So it's just under a $1 billion merger for a $5 million company. Now, just exactly 1 month ago, they extend heads of agreement exclusivity for this $838 million merger with CCTS. Today, they executed this definitive business combination agreement with CCTS for this $904 million merger. Now, keep in mind, this is not a really good setup, as there is massive amounts of dilution that is ongoing for ticker VVPR. So guys, this one is on watch for that very big merger, but like I said, it's not a very good setup with this dilution that is going on as of right now. Now, once that does complete, could look at this again when there's not as much dilution, but still does have this very big $1 billion merger to look at with ticker VVPR, a very tiny $5 million company. Guys, that is all I have for the video today. Let me know in the comments any other plays you're watching and what you do think about these plays, and I will see you on the next video.